Here we go, headed on to the championship round. I do not remember if we seen who was the winner, and it's the Rams. I can't remember if we knew that or not, but the 9-7-1 bottom of the division Los Angeles Rams have a chance to make the Super Bowl, but that obviously comes with them having to beat us. I didn't actually see on the other side right there. I could have probably seen it pretty easily. Kenneth Walker with the Player of the Week. Obviously, A.J. Terrell, even though the Falcons are no longer in. Tannehill versus Edmonds. I actually thought it was the Falcons that won. Maybe not, but the Rams. Take a look at the season against them, because obviously we played them multiple times. We're division rivals, believe it or not. Tied the game against them and then beat them 38-17. The trend so far is that we kind of lost or... well, maybe not lost against the Cardinals. Yeah, we did lose the Cardinals, actually. We either lost or tied the games against the division rivals and then smoked them the second time. We just smoked the Cardinals this last game. Will that be the trend again? Obviously, like we mentioned, the winner goes to the Super Bowl, so a lot is on the line, and it's even more special because it's a division rival yet again. Kenneth Walker with a upgrade point and none for anyone else, but we still do have our training, so maybe we'll get lucky in that regard. As far as injuries go for both of the teams, we have none, and they have also none. All right, so when you're going against a team like this, I think your number one thing to look to stop is the short pass game. Cooper Kupp moving around the line of scrimmage and typically coming out of the slot. It's going to be hard to stop him in the short yardage game, and that's what you need to lock down early. Otherwise, they will just keep on dinking and diming you all the way. And then Aaron Donald, the face of that franchise in general, specifically the defense, they seem to be a decent pass defense or rush defense team, which is weird because you would think it'd be their pass rush and cornerback play that would, kind of make it tough to throw. But it's saying that we should be throwing the ball here. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess we'll go with throw it medium because that's what they say, but we might go to the run game early regardless. Let's get our upgrades in and see if we have any upgrade points other than Kenneth, and hopefully not get embarrassed at least, or on the other side of it, maybe have our first playoff berth or the Super Bowl berth of the series. So we have a backup guard. I don't even know why I'm showing this because he's not played a single snap this season, I don't think. Gets an upgrade, and then obviously the one you care about a bit more than that is Kenneth Walker. I think we've been going for elusive, right? Trying to get that spin move up, also upgrade his, not that he really needs it, athletic ratings again. Was that a +2? It looked weird, but 3 to spin move, 1 to awareness, and 1 to agility. That's a really nice upgrade because, like I said, trying to get that spin move up to 90+. As of right now, his ratings or his abilities, bulldozer and jukebox with first one free. I think it's all fair because he's literally the best running back in the league and has both styles. But let's go in and face our division rivals for the third and final time. Actually, it might have been fourth, because sometimes they give you division rivals as the playoffs or preseason. Did we have that, actually? I was about to say, because that's a quarter of an NFL season, kind of, playing them in 1 year, which is kind of absurd, but that's not the case. Still a lot, though. 3 games. Oh, look at the time of the day. Perfect playoff weather, if you will. And a perfect matchup. 2 division rivals know each other very well. The Rams trying to get back to the Super Bowl after a somewhat slump. And obviously this season really hasn't gone the way they thought it would, at least out the gate. But here they are, finding themselves in the championship round as potentially the 7th seed. I'd imagine 9-7-1 last in your division is probably 7th seed. Pretty damn close to, if not. So kind of the underdogs, which is once again surprising because they just got done winning a Super Bowl recently enough. This team, Seattle, not, unfamiliar to Super Bowl territory, but a lot of the guys on this roster would have never seen them, if not every single player on this roster. I'm trying to think of a single player on this roster that would have seen a Super Bowl. I don't know if there actually is one at this point. I'm trying to think. Sidney Jones maybe was a part of, the Eagles when they won it, maybe. But I don't think he would have been a huge part of their actual success. I don't even know if that's even true. Don't think he would have been there either. He might have just missed out. But yeah, I mean the franchise, but the players themselves kind of new to this. But handling it pretty well, as here they are in this game, one away, having a pretty damn good performance last week. You know, maybe the first wild card round at least wasn't the greatest performance, but ended up winning, and here we are, getting the ball first, with the Titans awaiting the winner of this one. The Titans of all teams, though. Got the Bengals there. Could have been quite the matchup there if, Bengals would have won and then the Rams win this. But let's not think about that as Caldwell tries to cut it back right. Gets it to the 25. That's okay. And here comes Hikaru. I wish it would actually show the playoffs numbers rather than just like the regular season numbers. The regular season's over. Regular season means nothing. It's about what you do recently. It's about what you're doing now. What have you done lately in the league? And the playoffs matter the most, and he's played pretty well in the playoffs. Rolling out to the side of Donald doesn't really seem like the smartest call to me, as we are potentially almost going to fumble on that. Bobby Wagner, the former Seattle Seahawk himself, coming in on that play, and that was a little scary as Walker kind of lost the ball there a little bit. They look like they're going to be running some sort of blitz, or the linebacker is going to be dropping off here in zone. I don't think he's going to get to that, though, and he won't. Really good block on Ramsey, and we're going to gain about 11 on the play. It's all about the pre-snap personnel, and they were kind of showing us that they're going to give us a look. I also think, once again, you're running into Donald. It's a guy that you just can't really run to, and there goes Lockett, who will outrun Floyd anyways. I don't know who the hell Lloyd is. And gains a lot of yards, 20+. 2 plays for 34 yards right out the gate in this one for Lockett, who once again struggled a bit in the regular season, but has come alive in the post, which, hey, we just wanted to see him at some point, and that is a really good throw to the outside. Hesitated a little bit because Ramsey was kind of shading over there, but I guess he just didn't see it, and once again, another first down. Good start for the offense. Donald on the opposite side this time, going to try to slide the line left, try to pick up that linebacker, and Gabe, man, he is slow. We gained 4, but should have gained so much more on that. Looking for the double team on Donald. Once again, that zone coverage. They might be dropped out, though, to get Metcalf. So I worry about that a little bit, and they will not be, but Hikaru misses the throw wildly, and that will lead us to a 3rd and 6, which is far from guaranteed. They do not appear to have best on best, so Metcalf could win this route. And they're kind of on this, and we're going to be in some trouble. I saw 2 routes that I liked. I was going to maybe even go to Fance, but they actually get the pressure with Aaron Donald, and we're being forced to kick the field goal. I saw more just a little too late on that play, and Aaron Donald doing what Aaron Donald does, gets free for the sack. But Myers early in this one will get us on the board, 3-0. Once again, familiar with this guy, but his season, 38 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 4,200 yards. Pretty damn good numbers for Stafford. I also didn't mention it, speaking of numbers, but do you guys want to see the Pro Bowl if we were to lose this? It's pretty bad timing to mention, but just in case we lose, I want to know. That's about it. As Barton, I don't know who the hell we thought we were trying to get a pick from that deep. There was no chance, and who would have thought Kupp would have got the first catch of the game for them. Switching the defense. We are not ready for this. I'm glad they ran it. Nice hit by Barton. A gain of 2 for the first, but once again, 2nd and 1, you can consider that to be a free down and maybe take a shot. Although I will say, I don't think this is really a shot type of offense. And to the outside, they're going to get that ball out to Van Jefferson. I just don't think they really have the speed to get out there, specifically on our defense, but in general, on like any defense, really. Barnes going to try to get a press on Kupp. I don't know how that's going to work. Well, I mean, it wasn't even like there was a press at all. We basically accidentally blitzed, and nice hit by Sidney. Going to take him down to the 45-yard line. Try to kind of bait in the blitz to try and trick him and then drop out. We got locked up. The offensive lineman just kind of like glued himself to us. One could call that holding. I guess they call that good defense when you're LA. Nice little cut up field by Allen Robinson there last second, and gets another first for them. Both teams' coverage not looking super great. 1st and 10, got the tight end with Porter. A little late. Gonna get the throw off, but that will be a massive loss of 4. For a second there, I thought it was a screen. Ed Oliver taking the double team, and Brooks on the blitz just comes in untouched, forcing that throw. Might not have been an actual sack, but those 4 yards lost were pretty much the same result. Quick throw underneath, and Barnes. No one really wins it, but Barnes technically does. 3rd and 12 blitz. It's a little risky. It's a little risky, but the blitz is kind of what got us in this spot. Potentially force a field goal or worse. And he's going to throw that back shoulder. Did he catch that? If I'm them, I feel like you have to challenge us, but did he get it? Oh, his left foot was never in. Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty easy to see. All right, from the 37-yard line, kicking a 54-yard field goal. Kobe! Oh. That better not be like the first down kind of running into the kicker thingy. Is that the one? No way, dude. I'm pretty sure if you get to their leg, I mean, he like ran into the leg. He didn't really like. Oh, that's a harsh call. Like, I don't think he gets to the plant. Technically, you gotta go for the dive there, right? Like, you have to. That could be a massive penalty, or this insane takeaway defense could use this as a positive, as Ed Oliver makes Alec Ingold the fullback. Maybe the Rams need to be reminded, lose 3 yards on the play. They really like going to this guy. I don't know who they think he is, but fair enough, I suppose. Davenport standing up, which is strange. And once again, going to go to Alec Ingold, who gains 4, but like they do realize he is a fullback, correct? Trying to maybe force the look, make it seem like it's mid, and then drop out of it. Might have showed the hand there with Brooks. And that's going to be a little sit down. Will not get to it. And now Davenport is injured. Oh, no. The game's starting to trend in a bad way. My shoulder's hurt now. Pecs, whatever the hell that was. We were all over this. Maybe a sliver late. I just didn't want to leave I think that's the tight end underneath 2 open. He'd have been left one-on-one with, who is it? Kalen Barnes. I mean, if you have this like 5, oh, it's Cooper Kupp. You have a 5-yard like separation. There's a good chance Cooper Kupp makes the tackle break. You know, I don't want to leave him on his own too much, but probably should have. Now Northcutt has to come in as like the primary rush DT. And Brooks with a nice tackle once again. I am unsure why Alec Ingold's getting so much burn here. Davenport, thankfully, doesn't appear to be a serious injury, but will still miss some portion of this game, especially in this situation. And now that was interesting as they hand it off to the tight end, and he goes in untouched. The Rams turn a field goal penalty into 7. Not going to panic too hard as we had a pretty good drive. It just, a missed throw by Hikaru cost us a first down, and then, other things happened as Walker's going to bury the safety. Fuller gaining a good 8 yards on the play. Donald on that side, I feel like you kind of have to throw this. Normally not used to throwing it like this, though. Might be just a quick throw to Lockett, and it will be. I thought maybe Floyd had a chance at it, but he didn't. Nice first down. Quick throw. That rocket arm does it again. This could be a quick throw to the outside and more. Depends on how Ramsey plays this. We might be taking the shot to Metcalf, and there's nobody on him, so first down we'll take. Ramsey kind of struggling early in this one. He's the big games. He kind of disappears at times, and so far that seems to be the case. Tight end blocking is almost never a good sight, and the 2-minute warning or the second quarter start will save us. Very similar numbers so far, but they have the lead and they get ball at half. All right, let's trust this play action. Tight end's in an okay spot. Pick him up. Nice. And that, we're just going to take it because it's Metcalf, and really good job by number 33 there, stopping that from existing. Switching our attack here, and I like this because we're running away from Donald, and we're picking up a couple extra blockers, and that is a really good job. What a move by Walker, and he's still going. One to beat. He's going to outrun 33 with the stiff arm, and there goes Kenneth Walker. What a run. Beautiful blocking, specifically the guard. And he just does the rest. Look at Elton get out there. The cut move on the outside on Jalen. Beautiful play. Nice block by Lockett. Does just enough. Walker slipping away. And then 33 just misreads the speed of Kenneth. And he just goes. I mean, if we win this game, we go up against Tennessee, we still have the nod at better running back. There's just no question about it. Kennett's the best in the league. Trying to get deep. There's several players open here, and is that Davenport getting in there? Whoever that was probably saved a huge play because he's able to stand tough in the pocket. I imagine he gets that ball off quickly for, an easy first down. And we could toss to the side underneath. Dropped by the tight end Higbee. 3rd and 10. Ooh, Barton in man coverage. Barnes in man coverage. Not a great look for us. And what a play. Gets the feet down apparently. That was a close call. Stafford to Cup. Barely getting it. Wow. I mean, can't ask for any closer. I mean, the tips of the toes. And then obviously, at this point, you can almost argue, did he ever step out? I mean, it kind of looks like he does. But, once again, that's close. And, I can't remember what the field situation looked like. Wouldn't have changed much, but still. Bring a bunch of people to line in a scrimmage. We might actually just risk this Barton drop over on Cooper Kupp. Leave the middle of the field open. Oh, man. He just cut so hard, dude. Although that fight might have lost him some. He lost like 2 on the fight. Cooper Kupp not really known for his mistakes like that. Akers in the backfield, but they also don't like to throw to him, it seems. Davenport trying to make a play. Gets kind of beat. And tries to give up his back. That's a little risky. Still a gain of 5. 3rd and 2 now. Trying to bring a little bit of a blitz here on 3rd down. And wow, picked up perfectly. Ooh, we switched kind of off. Still gain of like 20, 15, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Big play there. And we brought the heat, and they still were able to pick it up pretty nicely. 1st and 10. Adams in the box. Adams gets nice tackles. Barton got blocked. Still gains 5, though. Once again, Barton going against Van Jefferson, it seems. Quick to the out, and they did. But the other side, Van Jefferson again. 1st down. I think we have to just say, you know what? They're not, they're running the ball a little bit, but they seem to be wanting to just straight up pass it on us. Feel like we just have to come in a lot of dime. Like we're just going to have to. False start on left tackle. 100%. Oh! Neutral on Mafe. The tackle definitely moved first, no? Oh, my. Well, now you kind of invite them to run the ball, even if you didn't want to run dime. It's 1st and 5, and it's like impossible to stop. Even if we get a stop here. Oh, kind of gave a chance for Adams there. We're throwing some misdirection here, Adam. Mafe inside, trying to step back on the tight end. One-on-one, Adams absolutely buries Akers, and maybe I was wrong. 1st and 5, turning a 3rd and 5. Stafford feeling the pressure, maybe should have stepped in. Probably could have at least tried to take it over top on us with Mafe. And they got 5 receivers out. And underneath, good play to the fullback. I guess maybe he's a big player for them. 13 completions for 93 yards. A weird little stat line, but they're moving. They're taking a lot of clock off, but at the same time, with 5 minutes left, it doesn't really hurt us that much. Northcutt trying to get in there, and Alec Ingold turned into a gain of 3. What's the very best Alec Ingold's going to do for you, you know? What's the actual best he can even do? 4 yards, 5 yards? I'm asking for it here. Alec Ingold for the touchdown. How do we not tackle him? I wasn't even trying to bait it either. I don't know where these linemen are going, though. I wasn't even trying to bait it. Good cutback. All those idiot linemen. Then you have Woolen missing hard. Obviously, Sydney with that kind of momentum is going to miss. That is a joke. Like I said, I really wasn't trying to bait it. I feel like, why wouldn't you be using Akers? But he made a pretty good play on that one. And, that's... it's tough because that edge corner should have got a handle on us. Didn't, though, and we could have just ran. We would have been gone. And, man, Cave is so bad. He's so bad at that. I don't know if I can make a substitution on those types of plays, like the pulling plays, but there needs to be because he is terrible. Although that would kind of, barely 1st down, would kind of spoil that it's, one of those types of plays, wouldn't it? To the right side, Metcalf, play action. I like it. Once again, you got a linebacker lined up on him. I don't really see how he can cover him. It's literally impossible. Metcalf can't really keep the feet inbound to get more, but gets to the 47. Not bad. Also sets up the RPO look to the other side. Kind of wish I could just run like a dive instead. And back over to him. Lockett going to find a lot of room. 44 should not be in coverage. Who even is it? It looks like kind of Kwiatkowski maybe, but whoever the hell it is not doing a good job over there. I would absolutely be benching him. I really don't like the audible here. What do you do? Maybe just run it anyways? Yeah, probably should have called a timeout or something. Just didn't want to waste it this close to the 2-minute warning / second quarter end. Depending on how they play it, maybe you're able to get another drive out of this, perhaps. But 2nd and 11. And that's an interesting one. I don't know if there was pressure, but this drive's not looking so great. I feel like they're going to drop back the DB, but we're still just going to look for Metcalf over top. Oh, we should not have thrown that up. Fent! What a catch! These safeties for them have been awful. Of course, well, actually, it's hard to tell because this is when we're throwing. So unless I'm like major no look into Metcalf, that safety did pull off because he's seen that. Still could probably just threw it right here anyways, but Fant saving us hard on that one. What a catch, dude. I mean, that's massive. Play calling's been, we've been a little iffy here in this drive, but turning around nicely. And wow. Okay, Matthew Ioannidis just came away with a crazy one. We're not going to go from maybe trying to get the ball back to just trying to waste the clock and make this the last drive. Ahmed is in. Not a guy you see super often. What a throw. Lockett go down. Thank you to the 16. 3rd and 5 is, far from guaranteed either side, so I can see why they wouldn't want to maybe call a timeout on this. This is a risk to just run it with Walker here, but I do kind of like it. I think you run it at about 15 seconds. Give yourself a chance in case you do get the first. That's what we're hoping for. But I also don't want to risk it and, not score before half. So inside handoff, and he's fighting, but that's why you, let that clock go. They probably could call a timeout, but I think it is smart for them to just let this end the half. Field goal is up, and it is good. Yeah, I mean, we left a lot of timeouts on the board, and in general, maybe played a little too conservatively there, but 5 yards is far from guaranteed. I've seen a couple of throws from Hikaru that really did not make me feel too confident. Both offenses with 26 snaps each coming away with, well, that's weird, though. The Russian pass plays didn't really, equal out, no? That's kind of weird, but the 4-1 seed versus the 5-7 seeds. Obviously, we've seen Tennessee made it, so it's going to be an interesting one as we head to the second half. It's hard to tell what you want to do because our big plays on the ground have come from the outside, but I don't really want to focus on that, right? Well, they're saying they're, inside runs, but we did cut it to the outside. I suppose, the ground game is kind of what's gotten us here. Keep it going. And I still think you defend the short pass. Sure, they have 14 points, but I still think we're doing about as well as you can ask for. And once again, that's where they've attacked us the most, is the short game. All right, let's use the D-line with Oliver, trying to get the bull rush, getting a little bit of rush, and there is nobody on Cooper Kupp. Oh, thank God Adams got a piece of him, because what is Diggs doing there? To start out the half, Cooper Kupp in man coverage wins his route by a mile. Good job by Stafford. Wow, what a freaking bullet. That was a damn spiral and a half. What is Diggs doing there, though? I don't know who the hell is supposed to cover him, considering it's Kalen Barnes here. We might have to have him travel, Woolen, that is, being him. Damn it, Davenport. Get a freaking rush. Cooper kind of had him beat again. And Barnes! That's it. Woolen's one. It's the only way. What is Barnes doing? He just overruns it by a mile. I'm trying to look back at the play. He's not even in bounds anymore. It is actually even going to be him. I was about to say Sidney Jones is technically the higher overall. I don't hate that either. At least you're getting, close to best on best. Well, touchdown, Cooper Kupp. You cannot man this guy up. Wow. That was a 1-minute drive. They have come to play this quarter. Jesus. And there goes Walker, but a good follow-through by Bobby. We still gain 5. Touch pass to Moore is not the worst call here, especially since they're not really ready for it. Come on, Moore. Oh my God, dude. Number 44 of all people. He's so bad. The left tackle just leaves him. Free snap, that looks amazing. Free snap, they look like they never have a chance. I kind of want to just put the out route to Moore because it'll open up Metcalf if... Ah, crap. Hikaru! First down. Holy. The two reads on the left got covered, and more importantly, I seen that pressure up the middle, but Hikaru escaping. Got to give it up to Banson. Really gave me a chance on that one. Inside Kenneth. And Donald, I mean, he brings it down, but Donald getting one-on-one. Held up enough. Not a bad play. This play is also pretty good, too, speaking of. All right, play action look. Nice little chip. Oh, I didn't think he was going to stop. Why would you stop? Holy crap, this team is out of sync right now. And I did see Metcalf, but I just thought Moore, because of how fast he is, literally almost max speed, was going to be able to make the play there, and we wouldn't have to worry. Oh, Lord. 3rd and 5. Trying to convert. And that's got to be there. He drops it. You've got to be kidding me. Hikaru with a laser beam. And he drops it. You know what they say? A player makes a mistake, you go right back to him. Once again, maybe a little late on the throw, I will admit, and the throw did lead hard, but it's a laser, and it's in his hands, and he just drops it. I'll take more blame, you know, for the Metcalf miss. Oh, please. Dixon, you hero. How in the world? It went sideways. Look at it. It hits the ground with the point. And obviously we know what happens when the ball hits with the point like that. It bounces back. Unbelievable. That's pretty damn absurd. All right, Diggs. Kind of up to you. We're playing it a little safe. Oh, good try by Diggs. Does get a piece of him. Back to the line with a nice tackle there by Jamal Adams, because Akers did kind of get a little room there to run. A little more than I would have hoped for. And Barton tries to get him. He gets out of there with a yard. They look like they're pretty much going to just, you know, realize that, hey, if we're not going to get a push with the ground game, we're pretty much forced to punt. It's the power of a punter like Dixon. And inside, nice fight by Akers, but once again, not going to gain much. And we will get the punt from them. So Dixon kind of on his own, causing us to get yet another chance with it right away. Diggs having a chance in the block. Didn't really do too much on that defensive play. And there was some heat. Caldwell will still have a chance to return it. It won't be a great chance, but he will turn it into a decent bit of yards past midfield. Shout out to the special teams. Coming in clutch. Kenneth Walker on the ground. Trying to cut it inside. Gets that look. Gains 9. Good job by Gabe on that one, I believe it was. I don't want to double team Donald here, but like maybe you do anyways. And I'm glad we didn't. Well, maybe not glad, but we got the play. We got apparently 3 yards on that. That didn't really feel like 3, but it is what it is. That's absolutely what she said. Holy. We got 2 superstars. Oh, that's a pass rusher, isn't it? Kenneth Walker, quick throw. Man, his cut moves are lethal. Gains 6. And they're giving us the inside again, especially with no Donald at all on the field. Why wouldn't we take this? And late sprint gets 6. Nearing 100 yards here as we're also nearing the 4th. A bench, but I don't really like bench in this situation. This play action could be lethal. Once again, Donald not in on the play. And you got to take what's guaranteed. Although it's not guaranteed to be much because it's a terrible throw. We still gain 7 with the power of Walker. Ahmed in on the play. Do you trust him to just run a slant for you? And there goes Fant. Nice read back across. Fant fighting hard to make it a little bit of an easier attempt at the touchdown. Kind of got a happy feet a little bit. Saw Fant burn through it quickly and got the first counter play. I'd rather switch sides, put more receivers on the other side, maybe try to bait them out, and at the same time pull away the better players. And wow, Aaron Donald is just that guy, and now we lose our speedy wide receiver Xavier Moore. However, I'm gonna give it to you. You know, he's been a little iffy. Second goal from the 5. RPO, probably not going to work. It is a pass rusher out there. We're going to try another run. And Kenneth fighting gets down to the 2. Upper arm bruise. I would say math is telling us, hey, just keep running it. But at the same time, I don't want to waste a time out here, but I feel like you might have to. Do you trust our Sega Whiteside to get to the other side? Oh, that is terrible. Good job by our Sega Whites. Oh, he's going to kneel it. Oh, man, I saw the pressure, and hear me out. If we get time, I don't know how they even gets that throw up. If we get time to throw, our Sega Whiteside to the corner does win it. But I should have known we're never getting that throw there. Like, he is open. It's just you're not going to hit that throw. I mean, what is this angle? Like, he's not even facing the right way, dude. Yeah, that's an all-time sell. Maybe not all-time, but it's up there. It's not a good decision to throw that. I mean, he's never going to get that ball there. Jamal instinctively with the sack. Maybe a little bit of anger there, seeing the offense sell. Forces a 7-yard loss on the play, and relax. Jamal is so egotistical, dude. End of the quarter. I mean, we're playing a better balanced game, but they're playing the scoreboard better, which is ultimately the one that matters the most. I don't like bringing this many DBs in, but you got to think, even if they run it, they get maybe 10 at the very best. You need to get back and play some pass coverage, you know? And that, I thought the ball was free. They do get quite a bit of yards on that, and with 9 yards, you could probably still play coverage, but let's go with Oliver. We need inside pressure more than anything. Spin move ain't going to work. And he doesn't even get the feet down, so it will be a punt. We drop back hard there. Where are we? I guess we do have the deep blues, but you would think they're, like, instinctive to be, like, don't run back unless you actually have to, right? It's kind of like the common sense with that, as Caldwell's going to get himself a lot of yards and take it all the way to the 47, just like the other return. Very good stuff. Good fight. Get back to the ground. Of course, the RPO stuff has worked a bit against them. And once again, they're not going to get back over there. And the block on Ramsey is going to be pretty good. Ramsey's got to win the block on Metcalf if he wants to stop that. And so far, he just can't. 2nd and 2. Obviously, we had that sweep kind of action. So we're going to go straight up the middle with Walker, who will get the first and then some. Putting him over 100 yards in the game, if not already over 100 before then. All right, so we got an in-cut from Melton. 2 drag routes. I didn't even audible that. And we're going to step up hard, and so is Ramsey. Only getting us 4, but, you know, it's something. I kind of pre-stepped expecting Metcalf to, you know, get open down the middle, and kind of didn't. It's a little scary, but 2nd and 6, a lot of tight ends in. Up the middle has been pretty good for us. And Walker finding some room. And if it wasn't for the safety tackle, that's a potentially game-tying touchdown. Got to say potential because that 2-point conversion is still looming. Assuming we even get the damn touchdown anyways. Up the middle and late sprint. Walker getting flipped upside down. Gets 3. Holy. That was a bit of punishment on that one. Moore is back, and I kind of want to run the wiggle because if this is zone coverage, we could hit Moore. Try to get it off there. Wow, I don't know how we even got it to Walker there. Gaining 5. There's a guy right on us. Plant look from Metcalf with a linebacker over him. If we can dart this in there. And Hikaru's going to run it in for the touchdown. There's a couple of throws in there, but while on the move, I didn't really like it, so I didn't want to do it. Now, I trust the run game quite a bit, but at the same time, you got to believe in the blocks more than anything. Got a lot of DTs in on this one. I think you trust the throw. More pre-snap if the safety doesn't come down. And Ahmed. Why would I go to Ahmed, the one guy that doesn't touch the ball all season? I predetermined 2 routes, I will admit. I predetermined Moore and I predetermined Ahmed. But looking back at this, I mean, maybe you hit that to Metcalf there, but based on the coverage alignment, maybe dart that to Moore. But I see the linebacker there, I see the safety. I just feel like Ahmed is the best. At the time I'm throwing it, which is right here, I do see the safety coming down. He's the most open technically. Should have trusted Hikaru's throw power to one of the wide receivers, though. The interception at the goal line costing us 3. could cost us the game, as we're now down by 2 with 6 minutes left. Oh, damn, I brought way too many DBs on the field. It's all right. Oh, especially when they throw it. Wow, Davenport just got killed, and so did the coverage, as Allen Robinson gets it to the 47 already. A touchdown wins them the game. So no matter what, we cannot give up a touchdown. We give up a touchdown, game's over. Hands down. Adams, and they're going to throw it again. Oh, there's no one out there. Throws bad, though, and he does get taken out because of that. Wow, that would have been a first down if Stafford puts it on the money. Get a little excited. All right, Barnes kind of over the... Oh, wow, is that us? Might have been us. Yeah, we're running right into Brooks' side. That's just stupid. That's just good, man. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Cup. Oh, man. Adams isn't bad in coverage, but Cup is otherworldly. And it's pretty good coverage by Sidney. And he mosses him. Allen Robinson coming up clutch. Kind of the thing they brought him on to do, and he hasn't really shown that. But of course he does on that one with the mossing down the sideline. And you know what? I'm going to challenge this. Seeing on the replay, that left foot, it was debatable. I thought it might have been out. And obviously in this situation, when it's that close, you got to, right? The tip of his foot looks like it's out. Do they count the heel down first? I don't think he had it. This is a massive call in the game. Overturned. Overturned! It was a hell of a try, but he never got the left foot down. You can see that it's clearly out. An amazing challenge by us could save the game. Oh, my. Thank God they didn't hike it while we weren't ready. Davenport trying to get in there. He still gains a lot. Huge hit by Barnes. Gets him to 32. Setting up probably a field goal, but ultimately this is more than just field goals on the line. We need some pressure. Let's go with Nwosu. Can't get the pressure. A terrible decision. Could cost them the field goal. With under 4 to play. Kick was good last time. Last time we also flagged them. Not going to get it this time. And either will the kick. It's a knuckleball. 3 minutes left. Down 2. With a chance to go to the Super Bowl. All we need is 3. And I guess they think that you only have to throw, or you can only throw to get into that situation. And they would be wrong, as we're already in field goal range with Myers. They're just going to give it to us again? They will. Not as much yards, but still some yards. Got a lot of tight ends in. They're kind of lined up on the wrong side, though, a little bit. And Kenneth will get the first down. They need to start calling timeouts here, I think. Although the game might not register that they need to call timeouts at this point. Or maybe they let the first one go and then call them. I don't know, but... Kenneth to the outside. Kenneth, nice little juke move. Doesn't do a whole lot, but timeout Rams. Like, I don't want to just be super conservative. But at the same time, I don't want to, throw a pick and then lose the game that way. And there goes Slater, and he actually fumbles, dude. How? How? Bro, you literally can't make this up. Of course, Jenkins does a terrible job. Of course, it's Donald that punches it out. That's not a tackle battle. They can't count that as a tackle battle. He's already trucked him. And of course, he literally pops the ball out. I don't even think he was going for the ball. I mean, it looks like a punch to the ball, but he, wraps him up after. Bro, wow. Slater's so bad. He's a good player, but just bad things happen to him. I just don't understand. Oh, my God. If he would have slipped through there. Timeout. Thank you. I don't know why I believe... And we've lost the game. I don't know why I believe they were going to hand it off to Cup. I tried to push him out of bounds, and it just doesn't go. Of course. Of course, Slater. I didn't, manually choose to put him in. I just chose a play that, I thought was going to be kind of safe. And we just completely missed. Wow, he's going to get another first down. Just for good measure. They do realize that the game is over, right? That they could just kneel it, right? Bro, how does he fumble? 1 carry, and he fumbles. Of course he does. It's not like Kenneth is much better at carrying the ball. He fumbles more than anyone, but maybe that was more of a rookie year problem. But how do we lose to them like that? And, of course, it had to be Aaron Donald. Every damn time it's him. Every time. Is there a strip sack rating? Like, does he have 100? Guy just touches people and they fumble. Yeah, can't even blame Mekari. He played pretty damn well. We just threw a really bad pick at the goal line, which kind of costed us. Can't really tell because obviously they were holding a bit of a lead there for the majority of that second half. And we go down thinking, yeah, Adam's pissed. Thinking what could have been several plays, not a whole lot, but several plays that could have went differently that would have led to us winning that game and going to the Super Bowl. I mean, once again, Hikaru, the interception wasn't his fault. Game manager-esque like, but just the kind of game it was. Kenneth Walker, he did everything for us. And, of course, Slater. 1 carry, fumbles the ball. 1 carry. They don't even give him a broken tackle for that one play. They're like, that fumble was so bad, you ain't even going to give that. Screw you. I can see why they give it to Alec Ingle. At least he doesn't fumble the damn ball. Cooper Kupp, 6 for 99. I mean, he was just beating us clutchly all the way down the field. So what was the yardage like? So Lockett, 6 for 74. Walker, 4 for 15. Metcalf had 2 catches for 30. He's our number 1. Moore had multiple sells, costing us first downs. Of course, Aaron Donald, dude. He just carries so hard. What actually is Slater's carrying rating? Like, he doesn't fumble, does he? I don't feel like he fumbled at all this season. Bro, if that was his first fumble. Oh, damn. Slater sucks. He's fumbled 2 times on 24 carries. He has 43 rushing yards with a 1.8 yards per carry. Like, he's good in short yardage situations. He's just like, we throw him out there in really bad spots. Didn't really help him on that one either, but he made the play. He actually, instead of costing the game, he almost made the play of the game there. I wasn't trying to give Walker, a rest, but, maybe the game was because they gave me a couple of plays of Slater, and then I didn't really notice it until it was too late. But, I mean, like I said, Kenneth Walker, 3 fumbles this season. He probably had like 8 last season. Last game we seen, all we had to do on a 2-point conversion is just not fumble, and we'd be fine, and Kenneth just straight up fumbled it. Like 10 fumbles, 3 this season, obviously way better, but 13 fumbles, not including the playoffs. It's not like, he's the most sure-handed guy either, but Slater, dude, what's his carrying? 88 with 90 with the boost, and he fumbles on his 1 carry. Oh, Kenneth's 99 carrying now, so I probably should have gave it to him, but you've got to be kidding me. Well, we mentioned in the beginning of the video, like we did last episode, and I don't want someone to be like, oh, he only mentioned it because it's a voiceover, and, he knew he was going to lose, so it's like I mentioned in the last episode, maybe even the one before that, and we obviously won those games. What a disaster. Of course, the Rams, I feel like it was more Bobby Wagner than anyone. They did kind of limit the pass game quite a bit, actually, and it doesn't help that Hikaru missed a couple of throws. We missed a couple of reads for sure, and then the fumble being the biggest one of them all. Is we were pretty much guaranteed to get a field goal there with Myers. He don't miss. Even when ice could have been from 60, I would have felt good, but that was going to be about 50. Plus, we could have still ran with Walker the next play, which, once again, Slater gained yardage. If he doesn't fumble there, he gains even like an extra yard or 2 from Donald tackling him. Unfortunately, Donald was tackling a guy that didn't have the ball anymore, because he punched it out. Anyways, I kind of do want to play the Pro Bowl simply because I don't know if the draft's going to work. So I wish we would have made the Super Bowl, so then I would have had to guarantee another game. As, once again, if the draft doesn't work, the series kind of has to be put on hold. I will try it. Obviously, I will try the draft. But that'll just be another off-line thing because I would not stream a broken piece of crap. Like, screw that. But yeah, we'll try the draft. Hopefully it works. I've had a couple of draft issues, but for the most part, I've been like 70% successful on drafting and rebuilds, them counting. But I will say the first draft in this series did definitely break. Wasn't that bad, though. It just kept restarting the 4th round, but I remembered the 3 players I had, so had to redo that a couple of times, left it for a little bit, and it fixed. But we'll see what happens with that. Once again, if you guys really want to see the Pro Bowl, I didn't have a like goal, but like 400 likes for the Pro Bowl. And we'll play it. I would imagine we have a bunch of them, a bunch of Pro Bowl players. We had quite a bit of defensive players going off, and I don't think we played the Pro Bowl year 1, so, it'd be something new, I suppose, as well, to also kind of buy time for the hopeful draft update fix from EA. But anyways, still a crazy season. An L way to lose. I really feel like we did squander a lot of opportunities, and we were right, allowed 24 points or less. Didn't get a single pick, though, and threw a single pick with that fumble. I can't believe Slater fumbles there. Trucks him over. I mean, once again, if you're trucking, sure it came from behind, sure it came from Aaron Donald, who's a freak, but if you're trucking, shouldn't you be protecting the ball technically anyways? Like, I don't know. I'm not going to go on it anymore. Yeah, what a season for Donald, too. Look at that. Back to the Super Bowl go the Rams. Back to the drawing board go the Seahawks. Still a crazy season, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Regardless whether we were going to win the Super Bowl or not, we would have had another season. So if you guys are enjoying the series, maybe come back for next season. Obviously, we'll have the either Pro Bowl or at least the off-season draft and whatnot before the actual Week 1 starts. Regardless of, if you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, really appreciate your continued support a ton, especially on this series, which has been the best of Madden 23 for me, like physically and most fun-wise. And we're getting closer. We're definitely getting closer. I don't understand how we lose in the ways we lose. I don't get it. The Cardinals are probably sitting like 44-6. Can't even put 20 up against the Rams? Really? Even though, obviously, the defense is way better for the Rams. Regardless, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!